Hey guys, so I'm here to share with you my layout for the YouTube layout hop for the month of September. This month we had a very simple theme, in my opinion. The theme was the color red for the month of February. So, with Valentine's Day and whatnot, instead of doing it a holiday theme, we did a color theme. This month, the prize for the YouTube Layout Hop is sponsored by Paper Bakery Kit Club, and you can find the link to their shop below. And here we go. I actually don't typically do layouts, and that's just because of the fact that I don't take a lot of pictures. And the pictures I do take are very, very, very mundane things. So, if I don't know, my cat is doing something silly. Like, I have hundreds of pictures of my cats, but I mean, I don't want a whole album dedicated to my cats because I'm not really, yeah, I find that not really my thing. So, I mean, I do have a couple layouts dedicated to them, and that's all fine and dandy, but typically I don't do layouts. And so that is the reason why the layout that you're seeing in front of you does not have a photo on it. So, what I did was, using the Graphic 45 La Communique collection, as well as some of the Le Cirque collection. I've done a red themed layout. The layout is based on the La Communique collection. The collection I used, or rather, I took the Communicate this layout is essentially me venting my frustrations with some recent occurrences that happened over the course of the week. Okay, so let's get started. What I did was I used black cardstock as my base for the layout. I used a couple sheets of it, and the back, or I don't typically use solid cardstock, but I figured because I was actually following a sketch, I was following this sketch here, and I found this sketch on Pinterest, and I'll link to it below. And I essentially was trying to, follow the sketch as best as I could, and to do that, I used the black cardstock as my base. And then I used one of the Le Cirque papers as the main background page, and then on top of that I used the flip side of of the background paper, or the background print paper. So there you go. I used the flip side of it for the second layer, and then where the photo was or would have been, I cut up one of the sheets that was in the collection, and I will just grab that. So I cut up this sheet here. This is what the back of it looks like, and it has like these little icons here for, you know, telephone icons. So what I did was I cut it up and used them as little icons on this page, and I matted those on the back, or on the front of some more black cardstock again. And I use this is the back side of these icons, so I use that as that strip that's in the sketch, or that's, yeah, so that's on the sketch here, so that strip there. And then from there, the way I embellished, I kind of just tried to find what I had red in my stash, so, or red and black, because that's kind of the theme on this here. So one of the things that I used was some red doilies from there and there, and I got those after Valentine's because they go on clearance. I also used some of these fabric like petals, and I actually got these at the dollar store in a pack of a lot, and they're actually scented, and the scent is not great but not horrible either. And then I used some like Venice type lace that I got as part of a rack with one of the swaps that I was in recently. I also have some bling. So what I did was there is a tag in the sketch here, right here, and I was looking at the tags that I had and I wasn't really feeling any of them. So what I did was I cut up a piece of bling in the shape of a tag and I use it here instead. This communicate title is using some basic gray alpha stickers, like the mini alphas that they have, and I've put the title on one of these um, cutouts or die cuts that you can get with the Le Cirque collection, and I pretty much just used it as it is. I was going to add some little brad type things here, but one of the things for me is that I don't ever really I don't ever wall mount any of my layouts, and so when they become overly dimensional, it doesn't work for me. So essentially the bulkiest thing I have on here is this red binder clip, which I'm not sure where I got, but I found it in my stash and therefore I used it because I don't like throwing things out. The corners that I used or that I cut off of this tag, I then used on the corner up here and the corner down there. Then I also had some washi tape that I had that said made with love, and because this is a venting kind of layout, even though I'm venting, I do want to show that I'm not venting in a manner of that's that's spiteful or hateful. So that's one of the reasons why I actually thought this washi was quite appropriate, because one, it's a red washi and it says made with love on it, and that I got from the Scrapbooking with Me boutique, so I'll link to that below as well. What else do I have going on here? Oh, so my journaling, in the sketch that I followed, the journaling was just to this side here, to the side of the picture. And so what I wanted to do was take it a step further, and I just kind of, for every, I guess, quote unquote embellishment cluster that, typically you would find, I put my journaling in each one of them. So at the top of the page, and then middle of the page, and then the bottom of the page. And I also added a bit of bling, so as my bullet points I used a bit of the Recollections bling. This is from a Recollections pack of adhesive rhinestones, I think. And then kind of to tie it all together, literally, I used some string that I pulled off of a piece of burlap that was fraying. You could, like, I bought a long piece of it from the fabric store, and that was just kind of like a remnant or whatever, scrap bit. And I think that is all. I can't really think of anything else for to mention right now, other than I did use the washi in multiple spots, and the Venice lace is also used on both sides of the page for balance, because yeah. And I can't, yeah, that's about it. I don't really do a lot of layouts, so I'm kind of happy with the fact that this came out very dark but spunky at the same time. I do prefer dark colored projects, I guess, and I don't know, maybe because in high school I used to be goth, or for like all of 3 months, until I realized that's not my thing. But colors, I've always been a big fan of, like, blacks and dark blues and dark purples and reds. So I mean, I had a lot of red in my stash, like a lot of red in my stash. So yeah. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Please do not forget to check out our prize sponsor for this month, the Paper Bakery Kit Club. And we hope to see you back again next month. If you would like to know how to sign up for the monthly YouTube layout hop, please do come by our Facebook page and check us out and let us know that you're interested, and we will do our best to accommodate you. We typically limit our hops to 10 people a month, so if you want to get in, you got to get in quickly. All right, take care and happy scrapping, guys. Have lots and lots of fun this weekend. See you guys soon. Bye for now.